So I'm making this video to give a few tips of encouragement for someone just beginning, a beginner musician, specifically guitarist, but I think it fits for any instrument. First of all, everybody is an expert, okay? Most of the people that try to tell you, critique you, they don't even play. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to rush it. When you play, if you start getting the song down and you want to change it, by all means, change it. Find your own sound. Many celebrities, when they've told their story, how they came up with their signature sound and things, their fingers weren't strong enough to do a bar chord, so they did an open C tuning instead of standard, and now here they are like 20, 30 years later, and that's all they play is an open C tuning. So don't be afraid to just play with it, to have fun with it. I've been playing guitar for 4 years now. My mother can play by ear. No one else in my family plays. And it can be discouraging. The recordings that I'm uploading are actually from 2 years ago. My mom convinced me to start recording my music, and in it you'll notice I'm hoarse or I'll be off key sometimes, but I look back and go, wow, I'd only been playing for 2 years and totally changed that song into something totally different, and I really think that sounds good. And you can always go back and refine it. If you mess up, keep going. It doesn't matter. But I really, really, really think it's important to record it. It may not sound good to you right now. It may be 30 seconds and then you'll start recording another one. I have over 100 recordings that are partials and full recordings. And yeah, I've never shared my music except with the people closest to me. Because in today's world, it's very hard, even when you love something, to open yourself up to criticism and rejection. And, people are going to say, oh, this doesn't sound good or whatever. And it becomes all about popularity and things. The thing is that to truly be a musician, it takes discipline. It takes passion. And it's a great outlet. It's inspiring, whether you have yourself as a fan or you've got 20 million fans. When it's about the music, that's what's inspiring. I think the music industry has gotten away from that it's become more about a popularity contest. What is she wearing? What is he dressed in? Who's he dating? All that kind of stuff. And it shouldn't be about that. It should be about the music. And so yeah, I've met a lot of young people lately, and none of them play. And I just think everyone should play. If they're, that's something they want to do. It's not for everybody. But if you have that passion and you're just starting out, and then you're going on YouTube, and it just seems like everyone has their own idea of how you should play and what you should play. And I mean, I've had my own family, tell me, oh, you're playing that song, again, or saying, wow, as I progressed, wow, I'm surprised that was you. I had no idea you could play that well. So just, take it in stride, take it with a grain of salt, and just stay encouraged, because there's a reason that you feel connected. There's a reason that you feel inside to play. So yeah, I know everyone has their own talent, drawing and singing and, all the different things. But if you want to be a musician, and you're just starting out, especially, I would just say, just focus completely on music. Don't let it be about anything else. And just know that, of course, you know, the age-old thing, practice, practice, practice. These recordings are actually from when I didn't work at all, and I spent my entire days playing and playing and playing the same songs, and then finally recording them, and then recording it again and recording it again. And so it can seem very repetitive. It can seem very frustrating. I think that's why we get attached to our instruments, because when we look at them, we remember the tears and the punches, you know, and all the stuff we went through, you know, with that piece. And so yeah, just stay encouraged. And I really, really hope, even if just one person sees this and feels encouraged, it'll be worth it. I'm just really into just being real and just kind of like, you know, forget the flare, forget the flash, just this is where it's at. And so congratulations on your following your dreams and your passion. And I would say, just again, even if, I mean, find time every day to do it. Even if it's just for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I have 4 brothers and a sister. I have a dad that loves Van Halen. Okay, they try to tell me that Rock Band or Guitar Hero was the same as guitar. It's not. Okay, and I went through 2 teachers, and then, you know, it was like, okay, I've learned the basics. I need to just, you know, learn it on my own, because, you know, they get their own agendas in there. So yeah, I don't learn through music theory and things like that. To me, that's very boring. I just learn kind of like, you know, you learn the basics of chords, and you learn chord progression, and you learn fingering, and then after those basics, you're like, you know, I can kind of take this, you know, to the next level. You know, you can always go back and fix it. But remember this too, that when you're hearing albums, and even when you're hearing live, you know, performances and things, there are things done to that music. It's not raw. It's not some free app off of Google Play that you're recording with. They have the best stuff. So, you know, if it just sounds like, man, this just doesn't sound right, oh my goodness, like, I'm just so horrible, it really isn't that. It's simply that, a lot like Photoshop. You know, no model looks like what we see in the magazines. We all know that. We know that they go in and airbrush and change it and do all these things to make them look perfect. And it's the same way with music. They go in and they cut the cough out, and they, you know, and that sort of thing. So don't get discouraged. I just think music, real, raw music, is a dying breed, it seems. And I listen to 20-year-old music because of that, because it's about other things now. So if you're real about learning, and you're honest with yourself about why you're really doing it, you're going to soar. You're going to do very well. I wish you the best. And if you have any questions, no, I will not teach anyone. I'm sorry. I've been asked that before, so I just want to go ahead and say no. But absolutely, like, if you have any questions, or you just feel kind of stumped or anything like that, by all means message me. I just now started using YouTube for this because, like I said, I never shared my music before. So yeah, I'll be putting some more uploads up, and I hope y'all like them. And if you don't, you can totally like do one yourself and send it to me and tell me how you're so much better. That's totally cool too. So yeah, I wish you the best, and I hope to hear from you.